Hey, Michael Neurok here. I'm just about to take a trade. I'm on the Euro US on the 4-hour time frame. 3 out of the 6 high time frames are pointing upward. So 3 out of 6 makes it a bi-directional market. And, price action is looking good, sitting above the fast-moving average. Of course, we've had a recent crossover of the fast-moving average above the slow-moving average. Trend follower has just turned to green. The RSI is above 50. The MACD is above the zero line, and the stochastic is at a recent crossover. So I'm looking at taking this trade. All I need to do is decide on whether I click yes or no. In this case, I'm going to take this trade. I've been watching it for a while, so I've just been waiting for this setup, and there you go. Trade entered. Now, the thing that I like about this trade is small risk, big reward. Now, I've got a couple of places where I can place my my moves for locking in profits. We've got around 100 pips here, 140 to this high, and about 275 odd to a key high here. Trade management is all in place. I can change that any time that I wish, but for now I've taken advantage of this opportunity. I've entered the trade, and from now we'll see what happens. I'll get back as soon as I have an update. But the thing that I like is from this point on, it's automatic. Small risk, big reward, high likelihood of at least a turnaround of some kind. We're seeing oversold conditions, so this could be a great opportunity of buying, and as they say, buy the dip. So I'll pause this video now, get back as soon as I have an update. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been about 2 days since I entered this trade. Currently sitting pretty, about $1,600 in profits. It's not like it started that way. Went through a bit of a rough patch, but held in there. Currently around 70 pips up, or around 60 pips, but a high of 70. I've got profits locked in on both my positions as according to my trade management, and I'm getting close to the second profit locking position, and I'm going to keep an eye on this trade because I obviously want to lock in some more profits. We'll see how price action is, whether the bulls really are in charge or whether this is a false break. Regardless, I'm sitting in a comfortable position now of locked in profits, so we'll see what happens. There's plenty of room to move, so I'll be back with an update as soon as I have one. Okay, about a day since my last update, and one of my positions has been taken out. $262 converted from equity into capital in the bank. So that's great. A little bittersweet because it was right up there at around $900,000, and it's since moved to the upside again with a swing upward. Currently sitting around close to 60 pips above. So just missed out in that 70 pip target that I had for the second move. But overall, that's life, that's trading. My current open position is $738. I'm in a strong position. It's now unidirectional. It's only to the upside. 4 out of the 6 are pointing up. My RSI, MACD, and stochastic are looking good. My high is still looking like, price really wants to strive there. It really wants to attack and test those resistance levels. Whether they are resistance, I don't know. But, it's looking like after that little correction that it's moving upward. My trade management is still in place, so whatever happens, happens. I'm going to rest easy, take a little bit of time off the screens, and come back as soon as I have a new update. Okay, looking good now. We're cooking with gas. Just broken a recent high, and that's always a good sign if you're trading long. My second move has occurred. My stop has been moved automatically, and now I'm in position to wait for my third move where it'll trail. So around 76, 77 pips up, 20 pips locked in. I could tighten it if I chose to. Right now, I'm looking for that third move. At that point, we'll trail the trade via whatever methodology I've chosen. In this case, the parabolic SAR. I can change that mid-flight, but I'm feeling a lot more confident, a lot better about this trade after that bittersweet first position getting taken out. Just over $1,000 in equity on my second position, so I'm going to go for it. The position, the conditions are strong. There's still plenty of room for movement to the upside. 4 out of 6 of my high time frames are pointing up. That's the great thing about trading a multi-dimensional trend, being able to see without seeing, what's happening on those higher time frames. That gives me, and that gives you, if you're using the Profiteer system, an edge over everyone else. So look, I'm going to pause the video now, come back as soon as I have another update, hopefully a positive one, and till then, we'll see you soon. Okay, things are going really good, really good. $1,900 in my open trade position, about 147 pips currently sitting on. So if I chose to close out now, I get a couple of $100 from the first position and 1,900 big ones from the second position. My trail has taken over. It's following or trailing by the PSAR, or parabolic SAR. Every candle that closes is going to move upward as long as price continues to move up. We're still in a really strong position. We've broken through recent highs. 4 out of the 6 higher time frames are pointing up. It's looking good. There's still plenty of room to move. We've got support here, resistance here. So there's an opportunity here. There's a potential to get right up to that 280, 300 pips. Why not? I mean, it happens all the time. And right now, price action is telling me that it wants to go upward. My indicators are telling me that it wants to go upward. My higher time frame indicators are telling me that it wants to go upward. So what am I going to do? Am I going to argue with that? No. My only loyalty is to the market. Whichever way the market is going, I'm there. Whichever way the wind is blowing, that's the way I'm trading. So right now, it's going up. So let's see what happens. I'm going to pause right now and come back as soon as I have another update. Cheers. Okay, I'm back. 2,100, over $2,100 in equity on my open trade, and I just wanted to show you how it trails. Stops have been moved up again. Every time it goes up, it's going to move up with the price. So indicators are all looking really strong. I've got no reason to think otherwise, except it's now changed to a bidirectional. Now, the best thing to do in these cases is to keep a close eye on it, or tighten your stops and lock in those profits, lock in even more profits. But I'm going to leave it as it is. I'll be back as soon as I have another update, and we'll see how this trade progresses. Hey, I'm back. Wow, this has been a long trade. About 5.5 days I've been sitting on this trade. Thankfully, my Profiteer system's been able to do all of the trade management throughout this trade. Currently, I've got just under 100 pips locked in on my second position. The pair has gone almost just on 200 pips in profit and currently sitting at about 170 pips in profit. Now, my first position, if you recall, all those days ago, only netted about $260. But take a look at position 2, $2,196, $2,200 floating around, and plenty of room for more movement to the upside. We're still in a bidirectional market, so I need to be cautious, but having Profiteer manage the trade for me takes all the stress out of it. If it continues to go my way, I'm just going to continue to lock in profits. If it goes against me, then I need to be happy with what the market gives me, which at this stage with my locked in profits is going to be around $1,500. So I'm in a win-win situation, and that's what you want to be in when you trade. You want to be in a win-win situation whenever you can. So I'm going to pause the video right now, come back with another update as soon as I have one. Cheers. Okay, it's been about around 7 days, 7 trading days. Currently, I've got about 122 pips locked in, sitting at about 195 pips. It's consolidated a little bit since the last update, but my stop has continued to move up, moving the stop, and therefore locking in profits. So despite the price really not moving that much in in the last few bars, but it's looking good. $2,491 in my open trade, around 265 already closed and converted into capital. So if I closed out now, that's a great trade. But I'm going to stay in because I am trailing the trade for as long as possible. And right now, it could continue to go up. I mean, $260 on the first position and $2.5 grand already on the second position. That's the name of the game. Whenever you are on a winning trade, hold on to that trade for dear life. Lock in your profits as you go and see how far it can take you. Alrighty, I'm going to pause right now, come back with another update as soon as I have one. Cheers. Okay, this trade, maybe facing a bit of, maybe experiencing a bit of exhaustion, but take a look. 2,300 is what my equity is on this position, but 145 pips, so another 25 pips locked in the bank should the price go against me at this stage. So you can see over the last day, we've had some consolidation, but the stop has continued to move up and the profits have continued to lock in. Will it go up now? I hope so, because there's another 100 pips and I want it. I want it all. But if it goes against me, hey, I got to finish this trade as a happy person with some serious money locked in, both that's been converted to capital and what's been locked in on my current position. So these trades are exciting. It's great not closing out at 20 or 30 pips. That's nothing wrong with that, but I'm in it for the big trades, and it's amazing how far these trades will go when you catch a great trade, a great trend, a great swing. So it's looking good. I'll be back as soon as I have another update. And there you go. All good things come to an end eventually. $262 locked in on my first position. At that stage, look how far it went from there. $1,859 converted into capital in the bank, building my account. That's what it's all about. So together, what, 2,100, just over $2,100. New tires for the car, you name it. I mean, there's some pretty serious money there. And just with 2 one-lot positions, the market's still looking good. I may look at getting back into this pair. The MACD is above the 0 line, so price is being supported still. RSI is above that 50 line. Stochastic's telling me it's a little maybe overbought. 3 out of the 6 high time frames are still pointing up. If I get a swing, it'd certainly be tempting to take it. And at this stage, there's still 150 pips to that high that I'm still targeting. So we shall see. But for now, got to be happy with that. Just over $2,100 to add to your account or spend on anything you want to spend it on. Obviously, in trading, you will have losses, but think of them as operating costs of your business if you are trading, as a business, in the mindset of a business. So there you go, folks. Great trade. Really happy with that. Till next time, good trading. Live well, and I'll see you soon.